change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt. I remember seeing this before, a long time ago.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened. I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass? Did I do this? Sorry, Nick. What knocked this clock off the pillar? These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them? Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
It seems there was a fight. That could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. Flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on.
DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me.
definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through. At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through, find out what really happened. I was drinking on my own when someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was. Something hit the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it. Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me. That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few. The pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few. That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night. I have the complete picture now.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch?
You don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at...
Sam!
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is, if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone, no answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna. Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear. Just remember, she's expecting you. She's extending the olive branch. Don't drop it.
I still have time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone saw Dennis.
Perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends.
So you will.
Thank God. You know, I'm gonna act fast. I mean, why should I?
I rolled up my sleeves when I got to work.
I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of that.
You may have to get used to it.
I was.
I'm just a sweet.
Yo, get out the way.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Asshole.
That's enough.
Kathy and Hugh were both at the wake. I should talk to them. He looks like those doctors you see on commercials.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Honestly, I don't remember last night. You saw me blackout drunk. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl. I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys. But you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No. No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
How do you figure?
The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
Last night was a wake-up call. I'm gonna try focusing on clean living.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales, but you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town. Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago, and Kathy still keeps it with her. Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it. Hey, Kathy.
Yo, Sam. What can I do you for?
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry I missed that. You could both use the thumping. But I left early to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what
I just want her to be a little girl, not a little Sam Higgs, sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry, I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter, and I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help. Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon. Reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches.
Oh, Sam, you here to pick up something for your, condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve and your half-digested food starts to leak out into your blood.
Why not ask the pharmacist?
And let him know I might have something like that? Ew, he's basically a stranger.
Look, have you seen Dennis?
I saw him yesterday. We exchanged pleasantries. At the wake? Oh, I saw you too. Given his condition yesterday, he might have come in here. You walloped him. Why not ask the pharmacist? I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Was it?
Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs. doesn't seem like the best time to bother her. Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
Sorry, Bug. Other things have been getting in the way.
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying things like that. Sorry. I know you're trying. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see this place or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
It's tough seeing her like this. Seems she got older by 6 years in just 2. A statue honoring minors. Pretty meaningless now. Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock. Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. Boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man's sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight. Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. Of course you can ask. No promise answered.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the minor. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
All right. Better leave you to it then.
You take care now.
She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I suppose. I grew up here. Been gone for a couple of years. I'm not staying long.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. It's fine with me.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this place? It feels like a ghost town sometimes, except the ghosts bother me. Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Are you going away with no word of farewell? Will there be
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise, but...
I wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time. Ah, but look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Have you seen Dennis today?
Dennis? No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday mornings. Like how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. You three always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
Without you, without you.
It's been, well, you know cruise control? I've been on cruise control.
You might miss it once it's gone. Life rarely lets you coast for long. You look well.
I've been better. Hungover this morning.
You know what's good for that? Coffee.
I know, Christina. Not right now. I gotta go.
Well, I could have loved you better.
Hey, man. Thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh, right. You're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Don't you want to come around and tell me? Don't you want to come around here?
Not very inspired.
You won't find nothing unless you bring something. You won't find nothing around here. Don't you want to sing along and tell me? Don't you want to sing along here? The song's all sad because the people got it bad, oh, don't you?
Good to see someone finally knows how to take care of a plant. It's basic, yet so many people manage to mess it up. Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much.
There ain't no rules on talking about the fool, so little ones cover your ears.
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
And we get together instead of saying never.
Christina, always bringing positivity.
We can be friends. If we don't, it's gonna end. If we don't, it's gonna end right here. Singing and a-talking and together walking. We got.
Now, I can't just have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
You fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'd just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. It takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you pig or fascist just for doing your job. Then they go and do things like deface the whole town. And I'm the asshole? It can get under your skin. Where's you at day after day? It grinds you down. It makes you feel like you've been lifting logs all day. Sorry about that. I went off for a spell. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me. At least the basswood jungle is still standing. Anna's waiting for me at the coffee shop. Betting there'll be a few more cups before she leaves. Some things never change.
Sam! Glad you came.
Of course. I said I would.
I can still be glad about it. So, I hear you got in a fight after I left the wake?
I was so wasted at that point, it's all just a big, heavy blur.
Yeah. After saying I didn't want to drink, I went home and drank. Long night.
Yeah, sounds about right. We all deal with stress in our own ways. I apparently hit Dennis. Yeah, speaking of, you haven't seen him today, have you?
Why? Afraid your powerful blows laid him up?
So, what are you working on?
I'm working on an article on how nature does its best to reclaim the land after a strip mining operation. Why are you looking for Dennis? I can tell something has you spooked. I can always tell.
Go on. Tell her. You could honestly use a non-imaginary person to confide in. She might slow me down, or try to involve the cops. She might do those things, yes, or she might be someone who you can trust, who can help. I just want to apologize to him for what happened yesterday.
Well, he's probably working at the Basswood Jungle. He's there most weekends.
Thank you. I'll check that out.
We're not gonna have coffee? Okay, bye then.
Locked. I should check the back.
My. Look what we got here. Showing your face in town again. I thought you were smarter than that. But I'm glad we ran into you. We have unfinished business after all.
Joel, look.
Careful. I don't want to have this conversation again. We clear?
Nice sucker punch.
Got some bite. Well now, seems you want a beating. I can oblige.
Declan's right down the street.
This is a small town.
There's not enough room for you in it.
Been a while. This place used to be my home, or at least felt like it. Where is Dennis? He should be in here. Dennis! Dennis. What happened? Who? Is that how I got blood on me? Did I? Do this, Sam. When you focus, you can think through any problem. Sam, no, don't focus on me, Sam. Dennis is a distraction. Why did you kill me? Keep going. You got this. Don't think about that. Don't let it in. Keep going. You got this. Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it. I didn't deserve it. Sam, focus on me. Sam. Why did you kill me? Keep going. You got this. No, don't think about that. Don't let it in. Never forgive you, Sam. Sam. I didn't deserve this. Keep going. You got this. Focus on me, Sam. Dennis is a distraction. Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it. Sam, no. Focus on me. Keep going. You got this. Sam, no. Don't think about that. Don't let it in. Keep going. You got this. I didn't deserve it. Why did you do it? He'd forgive you. Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it. Focus on me, Sam. No, don't think about it. Why did you do it? He'd forgive you. Keep going. You got this. Focus on me, Sam. Dennis is a distraction. Sam, no. Keep going. You got this. Don't give up, Sam. You almost have it. Didn't deserve it. Why did you kill me? This is Dennis's office. There must be some clues around. Sam, keep it together. You can solve this. Figure this out before Dennis dies again and the panic overwhelms you. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood sprayed on the desk from the injury, but I need more to go on. The chair is pretty far away from the desk, but I don't think that's important. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Blood all over the monitor. Not much to go on. I need something useful. Chest wound. What kind of weapon did this? Gunshot. The bullet went clean through. The killer must have been close. Where did the bullet go? The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. There's nothing useful in those drawers. Dennis had his gun on him at the wake. The bullet stopped here. Small caliber like Dennis's gun. I need to find that gun. Sam, stop it. Come back to reality. But you didn't do anything. Dennis was already dead when you arrived, can't you see? Dennis was shot, and you don't even own a gun. How could you have done it? All you did was move his body, which is how your shirt got stained. Think about it, Sam. Calm down and think. You're right. I can see it. picture now. The blood on the shirt was Dennis's, but I didn't kill him. I found him dead. Blackout drunk, panicked. I stumbled to my car. Luckily, I ended up back at the hotel and not wrapped around a pole. Now, I know I didn't do it. The police, though, may not feel the same way. I need to search the area. See if I can find out why someone would murder Dennis. I need to find out why Dennis was killed. It may have something to do with Nick. Dennis's computer is still signed in. Seems like a good place to start.